And what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Beyond the Backboard show, the BTB Show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this episode, guys. Today, we're going to be talking about kind of a sleeper team in the league as of right now. When they're fully healthy, they are a very, very strong team. The Philadelphia 76ers, currently without Tyrese Maxey, who is going to be out for their next game on the 28th, and Joel Embiid, who just had a masterclass last night. Guys, to kick it off, I'm going to pass it on to Earl. Earl, what do you think of the 76ers so far and how they've been playing?
Yeah, for me personally, I think the 76ers, they're kind of one of my sleeper teams. I'm pretty sure I had a hot take about the Sixers, man. I'm going to arrogantly say that I did and claim it now, even if it's not true, but I know it's true. First of all, shout out to PEDP, bro. I made a joke about this. The NBA is the only league where you can take PEDs, you can go into a free paid for. Well, no, I think he didn't get paid in the stretch. A little fun vacation where you just train up and get your body even better off of the PEDs, and come back first game and drop 28 points, couple stocks, and play dominant basketball. And the 76ers, I've been saying it for the years. Tyrese Maxey, bro. I don't think people understand how much Tyrese Maxey benefited. I don't want to say, obviously, I don't wish injuries on anybody, but throughout his situation, he's benefited a lot, being able to take on that leading scorer role and just team leader. Like not a lot of people looked at Tyrese Maxey when we were in the Joel Embiid era and young Maxey and said, "Oh, like this is your guy." There was a lot of situations where it's like, okay, we might have to trade Maxey, find this piece here and there, and try to build around, keep building out Embiid. But no, when Joel went out, Tyrese Maxey took care of business. He developed, he got better, and became a 28 plus point per game scorer. Even early on in the season, he was averaging like 30, 32 plus a game, like very early on into the first month of the season. But my point is this: the Sixers fully healthy are scary. And the reason why I say that also is Joel Embiid, like Omar mentioned, he came back hooping. He had 35 points, insane efficiency. I think it was like 12 for 17, something around that range. 3 for 3 from the 3-point line. He snuck in a couple free throws. It's Joel Embiid. He can't let all the shame go away. My point is this: like, health is still a major issue, right? Before this game, I think Joel Embiid missed a stretch of maybe 5 games. Before that, he played a couple, missed a stretch of maybe I don't know the exact numbers, but he missed a stretch of games as well. But if they're able to manage his health and get him into the playoffs fully healthy, I think this team has a chance to compete with anybody in the Eastern Conference in a 7-game series easily. We're talking about the offensive prowess of Tyrese Maxey, Paul George, and Joel Embiid as your big three. Fully healthy, I think that's very hard to stop. And on paper is one of the most dominant big threes we have in the NBA. Surely they can stay healthy. I just hope for the sake of basketball, if they are and they make a legitimate playing spot, I don't know what their exact seating is right now, if they're fine for playing or what. But if they make it to a full round, nobody wants to play. Just like I said with the Hornets, nobody wants to really play the Sixers in a full 7-game series with this roster. So that's kind of my thoughts right now. Sixers very much a sleeper team going into this season. But yeah, shout out to Joel Embiid, shout out to Paul George. Hey, just stay, put the drugs down, PG. You're good.
What was his story, or was it Terry? No, it was Bobby Portis that said he didn't mean to take that pill, right? Like he meant to.
Yeah, Paul George meant to take it.
Yeah, not only did he mean to take it, but he took it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't bring up one of the best players on this team right now. I mean, look, BJ Edcombe, man. BJ Edcombe averaging 16, 5, and 4.
At least some press for you, my brother.
I mean, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hey, I mean, look, he is shooting an efficient 46.8% at his last 10 games. I mean, it says here in ESPN, according to ESPN, he's averaging 21.2 in his past 10 games on 46.8%. And I mean, look, this kid came out of the draft talking about, I just wanted to do this, that, and third.
Yep.
Everybody started calling him the generator. It wasn't like a meme, but it was almost like an endearing term for him, because it was to show that this guy represents hard work. And honestly, that's what Philly should represent. Philly should represent that hard work mentality, that never give up attitude. I mean, look, this is a team that once upon a time, Joel Embiid was an MVP candidate, was somebody who won MVP.
Yep.
And like again, Earl, as you freaking said, man, this team, if they even sneak in as a freaking 9 seed, they could be dangerous to Detroit. They could be dangerous to New York. They could be dangerous to Boston. They could be anywhere and still be like the best team there.
Yes.
My one concerning factor is Joel Embiid.
Yep.
His health is a massive, massive concern to the point where he's not playing back-to-backs. I understand that's like a Mitchell Robinson thing, but at least he's coming off the bench. You don't need him that much. Yep. Joel Embiid is somebody that they absolutely, absolutely need. So it's going to be really, really tough to find that in the playoffs. And man, it does concern me. I mean, look, you got Tyrese Maxey, you got VJ Edgecombe, you got some of these other players that have been grinding all season and keeping themselves up at least to at least see Joel Embiid return. And now that he is, hopefully it's going to start paying off a little bit more. If they can get him in every other game until the end of the season just to like solidify them, hopefully that ends up being the case, man. And Earl, you just looked like you discovered something. What just happened?
Yeah, I just discovered something probably even more dangerous. They're basically tied for 6th seed. I'm assuming they don't have it because of a tiebreaker between the Toronto Raptors, and they're 1 game back from the Hawks at 5. So if they can legitimately skip the plan and get some extra days going into the playoffs, it's going to be really scary. And you make a good point. Joel Embiid is the key. We have yet to see Joel Embiid hit the postseason fully healthy. And I think, like, arguably, man, if they would have put in a little bit more effort into, like, early on in the season, and maybe we're sitting at that 4 spot with, like, a 2-3 point cushion, maybe you could have seen, like, rested Joel Embiid down the stretch. You know what I mean?
You're saying they should have done what Boston did.
I mean, yeah, but they didn't have, I mean, to be fair, Jaylen Brown had a
personnel.
Friggin' insane season. But yeah, I just say, man, it's a lot more scary than what I thought. I thought we were sitting at like 9 or 10. Like, where it's like, oh, you got to win 2. Dog, they only got to win 1 right now to get a full playoff spot the way it's looking. So we'll see what happens, bro. I'm excited to see the playoffs this year. It's going to be really fun.
Hey, and I'm just going to say this now. New York, you better fucking lock in. Mikal Bridges, you better fucking lock in. Because if you see Philadelphia with a healthy Joel Embiid, you are in trouble. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Make sure to tune in on every single episode of the BTB Show. You know we're bringing it to you guys at least 1 day a week. Well, let me correct that. At least 5 days a week. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate every single one of you guys. And peace.